Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
It's Tuesday night in the Windy City, and I do mean windy, and that means it's another episode of the Chi-Town Cigars. You glad you joined us live or listen to us later on Spotify or Apple Podcasts? I'm Mike, coming to you live from the Aganorsa Studios in Central Illinois. What's up, guys? You ready for another show?
I'm always ready, Mike.
I love it. Teddy, you there?
Yes, I'm back. How you guys doing? Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Two
Doing
episodes without me, working. Took some PTO today.
Yeah, who are you again?
Yes,
You want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, guys. I'm Teddy, the Great, the Greek. I'm back. But yeah, I had to work, unfortunately, to pay some bills,
Yep.
You have to have a job,
Yep.
So
I will tell you, I will preface this. I plan on being here for the whole show, but God might have other plans. There are some massive storms coming through the Chicagoland area, and specifically in my area. So we'll see. I have the fun size one keeping track. And so if I get a notice that there's a tornado coming, I might duck out for a little bit. So we'll see. Want to welcome in some of our viewers. Fireborn, glad to see you. I think. Chief in the Leaves is here. What's going on, buddy? Mr. Salty.
all right.
That's awesome. We got TX Rebel. Good evening. How you doing? David K. Oh, of course, I knew Matt was going to be here. This is his show. So glad to have you, Matt. Let's see, Chief. Everyone's giving Chief the love. Chief's getting the love tonight. Teddy's getting some love. So we got Eric. How's it going, Eric? Glad to see you. Val's here. Hey, Val, how's it going?
Hello, guys. Before we start, I really want to thank all the audience and also just some of the haters out there that always were talking crap about me, starting a podcast. But we're here to stay, and I'm really glad that we keep going because we have some great content for everybody, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Yes, Chief. I'm already starting the excuses. So just remember, guys, like we like to say in this show, sharing is caring. So share this to your where do I want to share it, Marty? Their timeline, like and subscribe.
Share it every social media platform you can get your hands on.
Absolutely.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook,
X. Yeah. So, well, we don't want to drag this opening on. We have a special guest we want to bring on. So let's do our mission for the night. So we have got tonight Mike Palmer, the National Sales Manager for Powstanie Cigars and co-host of the Cigar Hustler podcast. How you doing there, Mike?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you. I hope I pronounce it right. I'm thinking as I listen to more and more and doing a little bit of research, I'm like, I say Powstanie, and then somebody, what's the proper pronunciation?
It's Powstania.
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 That's the Polish. That's the non-Polish in me coming out. But I butcher the Spanish words just as bad. So you're in good company.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you've seen the show, I can't pronounce English words. So.
Oh, I heard that found too.
Right.
La Strovia,
Yeah. There we go.
Teddy.
And the distributorship is called Post.
Let's see. Come on, Marty. Try real hard.
I don't know. There's a lot of Polish people in the Chicago area, but it is not rubbed off on me at all.
Yeah.
It's Poshik.
Poshik.
It means hustle.
Are you Polish at all or no?
No.
Yeah,
the owners of the company are Polish. I'm Irish, so.
There we go.
Hey, nice.
25% Irish. Yeah. I'm a mixed bag of nuts. That's all I am.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just about everybody is anymore. So.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're all smoking a Powstanie cigar tonight. I think we're all smoking San Andreas, right?
Where's the
I am not.
There we go.
I'm not.
You're not.
You're not?
No, I took this opportunity to flaunt this again, because never let it be said that I don't want to continue to live in the history of the Chicago Bears for the last year. So thanks to my buddy, smoking arborist, Matt Brugger, I am smoking the War Bear. And holy cow, you know, I know it hurt to lose, Matt, but I am so glad you did. I am so glad you did. I tell Mike pre-show, I got the chance through you to smoke the San Andreas, which I absolutely loved. And now the War Bear, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a fantastic, fantastic cigar.
Thank you. That is the War Bear of Mass Destruction. That is our 10-year anniversary cigar.
It is darn good. That is smooth. Even on the retro, it doesn't, you're not getting that real distinctive pepper, but it's nice. And I will say, I did some cheating and I did research on Mike and Mike, not me, but the other Mike, who I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try.
Not even going to try, huh?
No, I'm not even going to try. But I love your guys' philosophy about cigars and just smoking them and enjoying them and not worrying about what you taste. It's
no, I don't get any of that stuff.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Marty's good, and I can work at it and get some, but hearing you guys on a podcast say that, I'm like, these are the two guys I thoroughly enjoy, because it's like, smoke it and enjoy it and don't worry about what you taste. You know, it's like, if you enjoy it, smoke it. If you don't enjoy it, then don't smoke it.
Right. That's all there is to it. It is not a complicated process.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna pronounce it. Is it Sepan? Oh man, hold on. Craig and Mike. I cannot say it. I'm really bad with Polish name, and if I'm European, it's like
you're Greek. Let's not go
like
European.
the other Greek names.
Say you're Greek.
Pretend that it's Greek and say it that way. I mean, Greek is those names are long too with no vowels in it. So,
Zepankiewicz, right?
That's pretty close.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Zebakiewicz. Okay.
It's Stepankevich.
I remember the cabbage or the cabbage part. I'm like, I can get that.
Yeah,
part.
I started by saying step on cabbage. I mean, that's it, and then you sort of say it a little faster, and it's step on cabbage. I can almost spell it, which is the amazing part. I mean, you can eventually say it, but
there's a lot of letters. There's a lot of letters.
15.
On that name,
There's 15 letters in that, and like 2 vowels.
I remember going to grammar school with a girl by the name of Radika. Oh gosh, her last name Radoslavich. We used to call her Radio because that was the easiest way. I want to say there was like 18 letters in her last name. I'm like, how the heck? And that's what tells you how influential it was, because I can still remember it to this day. So
you were tuned into her, Mike?
What? No, I was not tuned in.
Clever. Marty's clever.
Was it your first girlfriend?
No, absolutely not.
Greg tells everybody his last name is Smith. So like all his packages and stuff are Smith.
Well, it's got to be. At some point, you got to be tired of writing all those letters out.
Well, I mean, like if the Amazon guy comes in and he looks at it, he goes, I have a package for Greg. And then he just stops.
No,
and we go,
funny.
Yep, that's here.
Yep.
So yeah, sometimes it'll say Smith on it.
Yeah.
Is Craig and Mike they were born in Poland, or they're from America?
They
Polish.
are first generation. Yeah, their father came from Poland through England when he was young.
Nice.
So how did you meet them? Was it? I mean, I know how you met them,
right?
But why don't you explain it for the audience? I guess is the proper
I sort of
way.
just showed up at their shop one day. You know, my wife, as I told you guys before, my wife is in education, and she moved counties, and that was the closest shop to our house when we moved. And at the time, I was doing business with in China. I used to set up factories in China for about 20 years. So all my work was first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon. So I was at home and I was going crazy. I mean, nobody talked to anything. So I took up cigars. My wife said you need to find a hobby, so I took up cigars. So then I went to the shop and I met Mikey. And then, I just started working from their shop. And I would be waiting out front some days. And so they eventually gave me a key, and then I would go in, turn the TVs on, turn all the lights on. And somebody would show up in time to run the register. And then as things progressed, they started making their cigars. They had to go to Nicaragua. At the time, it was just Mike, Greg, and then they had a guy that worked at night. I think his name was Chris. He's been gone for a long time. So anyway, they were trying to figure out whether, Greg wanted to go, Mikey wanted to go. They both wanted to go. They're like, well, we can't go. We don't, Chris can't work open to close for the next 2 weeks. And I went, I have a key. I used to work retail at Kmart. Show me how to run that silly little register thing you guys have over there, and then I will just ring people up. And then now 11 years later, I'm the national sales manager and I'm in charge of the marketing and I'm in charge of social media. And I mean, it's just snowballed into, the best and the worst decision I've ever made. So
yeah, I just say, why you ever volunteered for that? Going, oh my gosh, now I wrote myself into a
right, exactly. And I wasn't getting paid back then, and then I started helping with wholesale a little bit, and they go, tell you what, we'll pay you $5 off every package that you process and mail. And I was like, okay. And then end of the month, Mike could go, did Greg pay you? And I'm like, no, he didn't pay me. And then eventually he would, but it would be like 2 months later, and Mikey would have to harass him. So,
How many total years you smoking cigars? Previous to getting with Powstanie, did you Powstania? Sorry, Powstania. Were you smoking frequently before that or no?
I started smoking when I was 18 years old. Started smoking backwood smokes. Those those terrible things and the little foil packaging. And then on and off. And then when I married my third wife that I have now, still the current wife, she bought me my first humidor and got me into cigars because when she would come home at the end of the day, I hadn't talked to a human all day because it's mostly emails and stuff. So that's when she was like, look, I'm going to buy you a humidor. We're going to get you some cigars and you go find somebody else to talk to.
Yeah.
She bought you cigars. She's a keeper.
Right. Oh, she smokes them now too. So, I mean, she is a bit.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. She smokes cigars. She'll go, can you bring me a couple
gold.
home? Yeah.
nice.
You like?
Do you remember besides the backwoods? Do you remember your first? And this is tough because you're pretty much like probably me and Marty going. When you smoked a premium cigar, we didn't think of them as premium cigars back then. You just sort of
Right. You just found something you liked.
yeah. Do you remember what it was?
I can picture it, but I don't remember what the brand was. But it was a Robusto. It had a white or a red label with white writing on it. I know I have pictures. If I go back and look, I can figure out what it was.
Oh.
But she bought it. She bought like a bundle of them somewhere online or something, and I thought, oh, this is the greatest thing. I had a little maple wood humidor that hold maybe 30 cigars in it or something.
Cigars,
yeah.
Yeah, I can remember.
Then you get the neighbors smoking cigars with you, and then you're looking, oh, where's the closest shop? I hear there's shops that sell these. We don't have to buy these online. We could go to like somebody's house type thing or something.
Yeah. And
Right.
I remember when I was smoking, I didn't even know about online stuff. I mean, I think I found out probably a few years later of the big box store that sells them online. And so I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And so I started buying some stuff from there, but it was like, oh no, you go into a brick and mortar and you sort of sit there and, pick a cigar out and you'd smoke it and you jump in your car and leave for the day. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that Christmas you got me the humidor, one of those back then, those things where you could make your own beer, and you hide it in the closet, and a popcorn machine for my office.
Nice. She's
So,
a
yeah.
keeper.
Yeah,
Holy
she set me up
Yeah.
that year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real keeper right there. So
Yeah.
I guess third
Well-
is a charm, right?
Yeah, she is the third one, so and now she
Third is a
has
charm.
the record for the longest marriage with me too. So she's got that going for her.
Yeah, the second one worked for me. So, and she reminds me, you've been married to me longer than you were married to the other one. So just remember that. And hey, it's over, It's,
The record before Adrian was 10. So at 11 years, I got her a trophy for our anniversary.
Oh, I wish I would know.
She's your trophy wife.
Right.
Wow.
Congratulations. Look, you're the winner. She's like, oh, great. Thank you very much.
You got the movie prize, me.
Right. It was a banana. It was a gold banana on a trophy base.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Funny.
That
That's
is
so funny.
awesome.
Said something like "you have appeal" or something like that. Something stupid. So
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. So, do you guys have a question? If not, I'm going to throw a question at him.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
We love boutique cigars. We love boutique brands. So what challenge have you found, because you're a one-man show, right? You don't have a staff. You do that.
No, I'm everyone else's staff.
Right. So
Correct,
what challenge are you finding with getting into some, because I've heard you talk about, walk into some places and they sort of snub the whole boutique idea.
Right.
So
that just hit me last week. I was at a place.
okay. Did it really?
Yeah, I mean, they
Really?
had no boutiques at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was a nice
all
shop.
big brands. Was a big
all
brand.
big, all
basic-
big,
Yeah.
all legacy brands and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's surprising because we had Mo Mali on. We've had him on twice now. And Mo was a great interview because we sort of talked about this. And like he said, he goes, if it wasn't for boutique brands, the legacy brands would just be stagnant. They wouldn't be challenged
Right.
to do anything.
Sure.
They'd just be like, hey, this is what we do. Nobody's competing against us. But
Right.
obviously
We're not changing. This is it.
Yeah.
Here's your Monte Cristo white. We're never going to make anything else. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And the boutique brands are challenging. And I mean, I think what Powstanie is doing, what Patina's doing, Viso Horny, some of these other brands, it's like going, you guys are making the legacy brands think twice and go, oh, we just can't keep doing what we have.
Right.
To
We
do.
have to do something different, guys. They're going to come up on us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Still, the biggest problem is you walk in the shop and they go, never heard of you. They're like, well, I'm the number 2 cigar.
Yeah.
That should help.
It does in some places, but still, there's still so many shop owners that aren't, I'm trying to see how to word this nicely, aren't hip with the industry, I guess. They've like, have you heard of half wheel? No, what's that? Like, how could you be in the industry and not know what half wheel is? I mean, any news is covered on a half wheel, anything.
Yeah.
But
and
it's, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, I had an opportunity to work for a cigar lounge, and the owner was doing it as a hobby. That's what it was. It was a hobby, and I came in, and I started asking for some stuff. Going, hey, can I see your PO, your point of sale system? Let me see what your reports are. What's selling the most? And it was like, we don't have any of that. And I'm like, well, how are you running a lounge?
Right.
If you're not knowing what's selling the most, and so it doesn't shock me, but at the same point, I think when you start seeing these lounges that are carrying boutique brands, you see that people aren't just generating towards the Davidoff. So you're not just traveling towards the Padrones or any of those. It's, oh, wait a minute here. Let me see what this, Powstanie is over here. Hold on a second. Some of these other little boutique brands, and you're like, wait a minute here. Hoot and Young. Oh, hey, I haven't really smoked one of those. What's that like? And they start to, you start to expand, or we start to expand what we smoke and going, oh my gosh, there's so many different opportunities out here, and it's unbelievable, So
Right. It'd be like every day you have a hamburger. That's all you eat. You never do anything else. You just eat hamburgers. And there's, like I said, there's so many other options out there. There's so many different things you could smoke. And I don't smoke only Powstanie. That's just what I'm allowed to take pictures of. So, the reps we all trade cigars like they're, baseball cards. And like, here's one of mine. Give me one of yours. Oh, you want to try that one? I have one over here. I'll give you that. You give me 2 of those. We're all doing that. So, everybody's got their favorites and stuff, but you're right. It's that shop owner who goes, this is just a hobby.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
And
walk
there's a
in,
lot
he
of
does- Go ahead.
There's a
He
lot
doesn't
of
even
shop
get out of the
owners.
chair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of shop owners that they don't want to, open their mind with more premium cigars. They're really spoiled from the bigger brands giving the deals of buy 1 5, buy 5
Right.
get 1 free. When sometimes you don't get the same cigar from a bigger company when it comes to premium cigars. You can't compare something say a special edition from a smaller company that made only 300 boxes to something regular production. Sometimes you cannot compare those two.
Yeah. And I think and Bob the Cigar Guy did a video a couple weeks ago on how to get your cigars or get a cigar that you enjoy into a lounge if it's not in there. And I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the responsibility that we as cigar nerds, there's 18 people watching right now. So I think it's our job to be able to go to the brick and mortars that we go to and say, hey, I'd really like to, I enjoy this cigar. You don't carry it. Have you ever thought about reaching out to their sales manager? Have you ever thought about reaching out to the brand to go, what's it take for me to get this brand into the lounge? And I think we as cigar aficionados settle for what's in a lounge. Oh, that's what they have versus, well, I'd like to smoke this. I'd like to see this. When I go into a lounge, I'm always looking for something I've never smoked before, something that okay, hey, I know these brands, and at the same point, okay, well, what else is out there that I haven't seen before? What else haven't I tried to be able to expand my own palate to understand it? So I think part of it is us to make your job easier. It's real easy for you to walk into a lounge and go, holy cow, I've had 15 guys over the last 3 months ask me about Powstanie. So yeah, I want to come in, versus you trying to walk in and go, hey, I'd like to try to get you to buy a couple of these boxes.
Right. And if you don't bring it in, they're going to go somewhere else and get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're a good shop owner and somebody, you got a couple of guys asking for something, they'll just find it somewhere else and then they might not come back.
Yep.
So the good shop owners, when they call you, that's what they'll say. They go, look, I've got 3 guys that have been asking about your cigar and I want to keep them in my shop. So, what do I got to do? And they go, well, just give me your credit card and I will start sending you things.
Mm-hmm. And again, I listened to one of the podcasts you're on. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you sort of have a different philosophy. Powstanie has a different philosophy about getting their cigars in lounges as opposed to a Davidoff or Perdomo or something where you've got to carry every SKU. Oh, you want us in your thing? You've got to carry every one of our SKUs, or you've got to carry 50% of our stuff. You guys sort of have a little bit. Am I correct in that?
Yeah. We're a little more lenient than I guess you would. Obviously we would like them to buy 2 sizes of everything with a backup. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're a smaller shop and you can't handle that, we'll work with you. We believe the business will grow as.
Teddy?
Oh, we're gonna talk about off the air afterwards.
We'll all grow together.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll grow the relationship as it goes.
And you're not from the state. Obviously, you're different. You're located in a different state, correct?
Yeah, I'm down in Florida.
Florida, beautiful. Okay,
yeah.
Nice. I can kind of tell now because the background. You're outside, right?
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah, I can't smoke in the house. I was going to do it from the private. We have a private lounge, but there was a couple of guys in there that were having a meeting or something, and they were kind of loud in Spanish, and I don't know what they were saying. So, I don't mind them hearing me do this, but who knows what they were talking about. So they might be robbing a bank later or something, and then all of a sudden I'm an accomplice or something.
Yeah, and then our channel gets flagged.
Right, yeah, they're all flagged and banned, and we got enough problems with that stuff.
It's getting tough. Cigar Authority just got dinged bad.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they got dinged 2 weeks ago with the McAuliffe show. It was on and then they cut it off. I think they cut it off, like 3/4 of the way through the show.
Oh, it went off the air during one.
Yeah.
So
what was the problem?
They think it was talking about prices and talking about where to buy.
Yeah, you can't use the word buy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, can't say buy. Well, we're not selling anything on here.
No, we're not. Absolutely not. We don't. Yeah,
absolutely not at all. No.
Yeah,
no,
but that's what they think that And so it's you sort of got to watch it as we go through things. So.
You said you heard our podcast. We do first half of our show is news, current events and stuff. So we've done a couple of shows lately, a couple of stories. I don't want to get you guys in trouble, but we did like the one on the mayor from Louisiana.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mikey Geek texted me this night. He goes, I just got a warning from TikTok. No more stories that has any kids in them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. So now no more of those type of stories. So that's fine.
We do a segment on here and we'll do it through the show at the end of the show, but we do a segment called Today in
Marty,
Chicago,
Marty, you want to help him, Marty?
yeah, Marty. Just everybody laughs. The whole audience is probably laughing at me. But today in Chicago history, and so that way we can sort of filter to make sure that we don't have those bad topics or topics that are confrontational, or whatever. So
Mike, are you pairing your Powstanie with something?
I paired it with a martini, which
It's gone.
is gone. And now we're doing an Eagle Rare. So
There you go.
I'm figuring if I'm going to die tonight, I'm going out. And I'm drunk. Hey, you know what? There we go.
Mike,
So-
it's just
Marty-
a little storm.
Marty's camera went off a minute ago. I got scared all of a sudden. I thought maybe Marty got hit or something.
Marty gets disgusted with me and just turns his camera off and goes live.
You want to know the funny thing is, for some reason, this doesn't happen most nights, but every time every night we do a podcast, my nose runs during the podcast. I have no idea why.
That is true.
I don't want people watching me wipe my nose.
I got you.
Sammy, I wish I was drinking all day. Believe me. Believe me, I wish I was drinking all day. So go ahead, Marty. I've been talking. You got a question for him?
Yeah. So when you were doing the Cigar Hustler, like I was tuned into their social media for a while. And I can't remember if I was seeing it on Instagram but you guys do a ton of social media. You're like in a bunch of different channels there.
Yeah, there's Facebook and then there's Instagram. I think those are the only two we're doing for the shop. But on Instagram now, it's called Cigar Hustler Mafia, which is a name Jack Tarano gave us for some reason. He was doing an event at a shop that was close to ours, and me and 3 or 4 other guys, we're friends with those people at that shop too. We don't have any animosity here in our area. So we all showed up in Cigar Hustler shirts, and he went, "Oh, and the Hustler Mafia is here tonight," and sort of introduced us to the crowd. So it sort of stuck. And our regular Instagram page has been hacked. We've had three different ones, and they keep getting hacked for some reason, or it'll be made by an employee who's running it, who's quits and doesn't give us the password or the login or something.
That.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a big no-no. Yep.
Right. So now I set up Cigar Hustler Mafia. I have the login. I have the password. So that's the one that we're growing now for that. And then the regular Facebook page, it's just Cigar Hustler there. But still, I mean, you have to be careful. You can't say bye. Even we have a Powstanie Facebook page, and I put on there one time that a cigar was now available, and I got flagged. I got a demerit or whatever the hell they call it. So. I can't do that anymore. So now it's just pictures. It's just pretty pictures. Is really all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough on Facebook. We got flagged. I think we had a total of like nine followers, and we got flagged for some post. I'm like, what did we get flagged for? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm like, there's
for like something like 4 months old.
Yeah.
And then you can't even go in and see what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They won't. Facebook won't tell you.
No. So that's what we're like going, what did we get flagged for? And we start looking through all of our posts going, what did we say that's, but I think at the same point too, if you get somebody that's a little bit miffed, with you or something, they can turn around and drop a dime on you. And
people report you for certain things. I got put in Facebook jail last year, and I'm a paid influencer on Facebook. I get like $20 a month or something, but they took my pay thing away. They weren't sharing my photos anymore. I was restricted on what I could do, and then you're right, they won't tell you what it was. I went back and looked and figured out what picture was missing. So remember when everybody was doing that thing where they took I took a picture of me and Mikey and then AI'd it as we were 2 babies doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Somebody reported me for child endangerment.
Wow.
And they locked me up. Now, about a month ago, they took all the restrictions off, I found, because I just started posting like crazy, like they're going to either be tired of me or they're going to let me back in, one or the other. So, but that's what it was, because that was the only thing that was missing.
Keyboard warriors.
There's no freedom of speech anymore. You get flagged for anything on the social media. There's barely any social media left.
There's that terms of that when you join, you agree to their terms of service, and you have no recourse.
Nobody reads, and they can change at will. And
right.
Right.
Hey, there's a site out there that I'm joining the past 4 years, gab.com. There's a lot of freedom
We're gonna get.
There's a couple of them. There was one a couple of years ago. Everybody was supposedly moving to when Facebook started getting strict.
Yeah.
Well, there was a different one. I don't think that's what it was called.
Um,
I could be wrong. I could be it. But so everybody joins and then nobody does anything, so everybody comes back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, it's you hate to say that Facebook right now has a block on the market, but yeah, you start to look and say,
Right.
I'd like to be able to do more stuff, but nobody else is following this other platform.
Right.
So
even the new Threads thing. I mean, it's just mostly half naked women. I mean, that's all it's on there.
You talk about the Instagram threads, right?
Yeah,
Or you go
yeah.
Facebook. Yeah. That's weird.
I don't know who owns it. Somebody owns it.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
have to sign up.
I'm all. Well, I did sign up, but they either all my Facebook go there or all my Instagram go there automatically. I'm not sure which one, but I just never go look.
It's I mean, the issue I've got with Instagram and not picking on, but it's like all of a sudden you get all these women that want to start telling you that, hey, I'm available and would you like to? I'm like going, 5 times I think I've put in there that I'm happily married and
Right.
it's like going, and say, hey, are you available? I'm like, really? You got to block and report them. Well, go ahead, Marty.
And
Say
you
something
believe
smart.
those are all women telling you that, Mike?
I'm sure they are. Certainly.
They've got to be.
18 to 24, they're all after him probably.
And I know you're pretty buff, Mike.
I mean, he's the mayor. They go
Right.
after the mayor.
Yeah.
My stomach alone could scare these women off.
Maybe they want free gas or something.
There you go. There you go. Hey, we want some
Yeah.
free fuel.
Yeah, gas is getting expensive. Maybe they're looking to barter or something.
Yeah. Oh,
So
my
Palmer, you also have like a big nickname.
Yes.
that you got somehow.
Yes, BDP. Yes. So you guys want to hear that story? That's
yes, absolutely.
Yes, please.
All right. So
Because I thought it was
me-
something else.
You were right, Teddy. Like Teddy was like, we were chatting back and forth, and I checked on AI on
Did the
Gemini.
AI told you really what it meant?
Gemini.
Yes.
Said it was big damn problem.
Oh no, that's not it.
Yeah.
See, I knew it.
That's not it. It's not
Let's hear it.
Blueprint Cigars either. There's 2 guys that make a cigar. They put BDP on it, and they got awful mad that Half Wheel did my press release and didn't do theirs.
Let him be haters.
Right, let me haters. Okay, so me, Mike Rosales from Roma Craft, and Mikey from Postania, we were at the CI over in Tampa because Rosales was doing an event or something there. So we're sitting out back, we're having cigars, and we're talking, and this car stops. So I also run a Facebook group. That's how I sort of got into this, called Florida Cigar Club. It's a Florida-based group with over 2,500 members in it, and we have 5 to 7, I guess you'd call them HERFs every week. I have a young lady that keeps track of all that for me, and then every Thursday she lists what they are for the following week. So anyway, it's kind of a big deal, but only in Florida. So anyway, we're sitting outside, and this car's coming around the back, and then he stops. He jumps out, jumps over this little hedge, comes over, and introduces himself to me. Apparently, he was in the group. He saw me outside, wanted to say hi, wanted to meet me, which is fine. So we're shaking hands. He's telling me about what he's smoking, telling me where he's just been, an event he's going to, all this. And I go, hey, hold on a second. I go, this is Mike Rosales from Roma Craft Cigars, and this is Mike Stepankevich from Powstanie Cigars. Much bigger deal than I, am going to be. So, and he goes, oh, hi, guys. And then he goes back and starts talking to me. Did not want to talk to them in any way at all. So then, a few more minutes, and then he says, thank you. It was nice meeting you. Can we take a picture? And then he goes and he leaves. And then Rosales looks at Mikey and goes, Palmer just big dicked us. Did you see that? So we're all laughing and having fun with it. So apparently Rosales went back to the office and told the story to Skip Martin.
Oh, geez.
And Skip gave me the nickname BDP, which is Big Dick Palmer. So it sort of stuck for a couple of years, but when I started being national salesman, Mikey wanted to try to get away from that, so his salesman wasn't called Big Dick every time he went somewhere, which is reasonable, but it still sticks. There's still people that call me that when I go places. So.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
Wait, it gets better.
Yeah, go ahead.
A couple of years ago, they let me come out with my own cigar. So obviously BDP's on the band.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
we also hid 7 penises in the band. So we didn't say where they were for years, and it was this joke. But if you go and look, so the band itself has So the ends are curved, and it has little notches on the ends, and then there's a big circle in the middle. So there's two penises right there. The little notch on the thing is the pee hole. So, and then on it, there's some filigree that is shaped like a penis around the circle, and then there's some other things in the middle which also look like two penises back to back. So
I fucking love it.
it's one of those Easter eggs, but it's.
This is awesome.
Have you published a how-to of where to find them all? Like
I've explained it on a couple of different shows and stuff, and we've talked about it on our podcast. If I would have thought of it, I would have had one here that we could have gone over it. When I have a graphic artist friend that used to do all my work for me in my other job with the Chinese stuff and everything. So I had him design it for me. Like, oh, I got this guy, not a problem. So when I told him the first time, he just it looked like a bachelorette party band. I mean, it just had pink dicks all over it, everywhere you could think of. Like, no. They have to be a little more discreet than that. So he took a second chance at it. I'm like, well, now all you did really was make them red. So you can still see them. So in the third try, he got it right. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. This is the best thing we've ever done. So, but it affected the cigar. There were a lot of places that were going, well, I'm not putting his dick in my mouth. I don't want to buy that. I'm like, well, first, it's not that big. I mean, it's a big Toro. That's not. It's not that big. But so I think if we would have had a different name, we would have done better because it's a good cigar, and I'm not just being conceited because it's mine. It's a good cigar, but I think the name did hurt it some. Some people took it as a joke that it was, and they smoked. They took pictures, and there was a thing for a while where they were saying hashtag I'm down with BDP or something like that. I mean, it was fun for a while.
So it's not a regular production anymore.
We still have some, and there's talk of maybe a second cigar coming out, and it'll be BDP. I've already made the band. It'll be BDP Sex Tape. What do you want to call it?
But I want it. We're gonna bring it here. Yes, we're gonna. This is awesome.
We still have some of the original BDP. But Mikey calls me Sex Tape sometimes, and because he'll be talking about the podcast and stuff, and he'll go, "He's gonna make you famous if you come on the show." So that's how I got the name Sex Tape too.
This is awesome.
I mean, that's not from. It can't be from the. I guess it can be from the industry, but at the same point, I'm thinking we have Little Big Delicious through Smoke Inn, and I'm thinking it and now Tatawahe just released Sex Tooth as there's
one that's called a hot dog or the big wiener or something like that. I'm just a little ahead of my time apparently.
I just say, come on. I mean, come on. You got to have fun in this industry. You can't be so serious that I feel like I just took a quote from Batman, but you can't be so serious that you can't have fun. It's like, come on, really? It's like, I don't know.
We hit 20. We got 20 live viewers. That's awesome.
We did.
Nice,
Mike?
beautiful.
Nice. There we go.
Holy cow! We got the Cigar Hustler crew that's coming over here and stuff like that. So. Let's take a quick break here. Let's do some words from our sponsors, and then we will come back with part 2 of our interview with Mike. So here we go.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection. Pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open daily.
This episode of Chi-Town Cigars is brought to you by Aganorsa Leaf Cigars, where great cigars begin exactly where they should, with the tobacco. Grown from authentic Cuban seed tobacco on Aganorsa's own farms in Nicaragua, these cigars are built on flavor, balance, and craftsmanship. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. From the first light to the final draw, taste the difference when the leaf comes first. Aganorsa Leaf Cigars, the leaf is our strength.
Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
All right, so we are back. Marty, I think this is a good time to delve into the world of crime. This is our favorite segment, or a segment that we try to bring out as much as we can. And Marty, I will turn it over to you.
All right. Yeah, so this is our little recurring theme we throw in there sometimes called True Crime Mysteries. Everyone's into true crime nowadays. And some of those stories can get pretty wild. So what we've done here is we've got 4 true crime titles, and only one of them is real. So you have to guess which one. So let's dive right in here. Hopefully we haven't done this one before. Which of the following is not a real true crime story? A mechanic installed devices in cars that randomly blasted sirens at deafening levels, causing drivers to veer off in panic. Or B, a family vacationing in the Alps was shot along with a nearby cyclist with motives possibly tied to espionage and nuclear secrets. C, a police forced a murdered woman's mother to clean brain matter from the floor, claiming it wasn't evidence in the investigation. Or D, a mentally unwell daughter shot her parents and herself in the backyard on a tarp after sedating their dog and leaving conspiracy notes.
So 3 of these are true?
No.
Oh.
Only one is true.
Oh, and I'm looking for the true one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I misunderstood. I'm like, oh my God, all these are true?
The world is crazy. I can attest to that. So I've got to go with A. I've got to go with the mechanic installed devices in cars that randomly blasted sirens.
I can see that happening. That's
Yeah, I can see somebody stupid enough to do something like that.
I'm sorry, I'm reading them again.
That's okay.
Texas Rebel picked D. You think
Wayne's on my side.
I'm going to go with C. C is the true one.
I'm going with B.
Oh, we're all over the place. A, B, C. Nobody's taking D. Except for Texas Rebel. Texas Rebel took D. So I guess we got them all covered, Marty.
I don't even remember. I put this together long ago. I don't even remember.
I hope somehow this reveals the answer.
I'm going to say D. That would be my guess.
Okay.
So we don't know the answer.
A.
It's A.
A.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I would have thought that was the least likely one.
Yeah. Like,
Mike got
I
it
can
right.
see that happening. Yeah.
Hey, Wayne,
Mike.
Wayne jumped in there. Wayne jumped in there in A.
Wayne got A too.
Oh, Wayne misunderstood. Wayne thought that was the one that wasn't a crime. He took C. You should have stuck with A, Wayne.
Go with your first answer.
You gotta listen to your heart, Wayne.
All right. What's next?
All right, next. A woman was gunned down in her driveway while setting up a garage sale by a disguised figure caught on camera hiding nearby. Or B, what are you doing, Mike?
I was showing our little guy.
Oh yeah. B, 5 men with intellectual disabilities died bizarrely on a remote mountain road, ignoring available food in a trailer. That's a sad story. Hope that's not true. C, a teacher hypnotized students, turning them into unwitting accomplices in a school theft scheme. Or D, a man rigged his boat to sink, causing his mother's disappearance at sea, and is also suspected of killing his grandfather for inheritance.
That's messed up. If that's wow. I go with C.
Yeah, I'm going with C also.
You're
B-
married to a teacher.
B is not a crime.
Yeah, she can't hypnotize anybody.
B's not a crime. That's just sheer stupidity.
And she's an assistant principal. I have to make that clear because she doesn't like to be called a teacher anymore.
That's right.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to say D. I'm going to go with D. And Texas Rebel, I think, is going with D. Big Al, who is the creator of our little cigar rest, is going with C. C's a movie plot, so Fireborn's going with C, and Fireborn is going with D.
It has to be C. There's no way.
It has to be. I'm saying D. What do you say, Marty?
I think it's A. I remember this one.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
C.
C.
Ah! All right, Teddy, me and you.
We got it.
And Big Al and
That's
Wayne
it.
Brock.
Yeah. Wow, that's surprising.
You know what? We've been doing this wrong.
Uh-oh.
Three
Why?
of them are real. One of them is false.
Yeah. No, one
Right.
is one is false.
That's
yeah, one is a
hilarious.
fake.
That's hilarious.
So wait. So go back. So we're saying all of these, but I mean, 5 men with intellectual disabilities died bizarrely on a remote mountain road, ignoring where was it? Ignoring
Available food in a trailer.
crime. It's not a crime. I'm not
I
you.
can see someone
Well,
doing
it's a
podcast
crime
about it.
because they died.
Well, they died, right?
But I mean, it's
Yeah.
not
Starved
a
to death.
crime. They're mentally disabled. I hate
Yeah,
to
they
say
didn't
but
know
we
the
don't-
food was there.
it. Yeah.
I think
Oh.
a true crime podcast could make an episode about that.
Oh, I'm sure some of these true crime podcasts can make anything into a crime.
This San Andres cigar, guys, sorry to cut you off, is smoking awesome. No bitterness, great taste. So this is the third cigar from Pastania, and I love it. So
Yes.
don't leave after we're done.
No,
okay, Mike.
we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll
Yes.
talk.
I again, I know you guys are smoking the San Andreas, but this War Bear, this is a limited release, right, Mike?
Right. Yeah. We used to come out with the Warbear every 2 years. We sort of got messed up with COVID. So that's kind of an off year, that one is, but we're going to do one this year, and then we're going back to every 2.
Okay.
With the Warbear, we never changed the blend, but we changed the Vitola. And then we have another limited that comes out called the SBC, which is surrounded by champions. Again, every 2 years. The way it's supposed to work is the Bear 1 year, SBC the next year, so that we always have one coming out. SBC, we don't change the Vitola, but we change the blend.
How many total in the core line do you guys have?
We have Habano, we have Mexican San Andreas, and we have Connecticut. And then we used to have broadleaf, but you can't get good broadleaf right now.
Yeah.
So we're coming out
Hard.
with a Sumatra. It is either has left the factory or is about to leave the factory. We're going to have that right before the trade show.
Beautiful.
So 4.
Am I correct? Because I remember us covering this in one of our stories. The War Bear came with dog tags, right? Did it come with dog tags this year?
No, that one's an 8-count box, and it's covered with a metal sleeve that is Cerakoted metal to look like it's camouflaged.
Okay.
And then the Bear logo is cut out, or the P's cut out on the metal, and then it comes off when you get it, and it's made to hang on the wall. It's got a little notch in it,
Oh,
so
nice,
you can
nice.
hang it up on the wall.
Mike, sorry to bother you, but is it? I don't know if I saw. Is it barber pole? Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
the mayor,
it is always a
barber.
barber
Okay.
pole.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one's 6.5 by 58. I think it's a Grand Perfecto. That's
So
the biggest
before
one we've
Bordeaux.
ever made. Yeah. So
this
that
is great. This is a great cigar.
I love
it's
barber
better-
poles, so that's
it's
awesome.
better in a smaller Vitola. That stretched out the flavor to where it's a little softer and a little easier to smoke.
Yeah.
Normally, the War Bear is very very harsh and very strong. It's
Okay.
in your face type cigar.
Okay. Yeah, I will say that in talking. Go ahead, Marty. But I was going to say while you're putting this next one up, I was talking to my son this week, who's in the Navy and is reenlisting again. So I'm like, dude, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, there's a chance I could go back on the. He's a nuclear sub engineer, and he's like, there's a chance I can go back on the water. He goes, I'm going. I'm like, all right, well, you know.
Oh my word, that would be the worst thing.
He's 6'3".
So that is the worst thing for him.
But it's funny because I think I've shared this on the podcast. Maybe I haven't. When he enlisted, I said to his recruiter, he's 6'3". I said, is he going to fit in a sub? Is he going to fit in a bed? And he goes, sir, your son is a nuclear engineer. We have special quarters for them. Do not worry about it whatsoever.
Right?
I'm like,
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if that's what
Yeah.
you're
They'll make
doing.
him his own big sub to follow along behind if they have to.
Exactly. So, go ahead.
I want to go back and look at this first question again because now that I know that I was doing it.
So it was. We're supposed to pick the one that's not true.
Yeah.
I picked the one that's not true. So I was really off. I picked the one that's not true. A mechanic installed. So all the rest of them, a family vacation in the Alps was shot along with a nearby cyclist.
So that's crazy because you're in the Alps and you're getting shot by a cyclist or a cyclist. Oh, that's weird.
No, the cyclist got shot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
By Nuclear Secrets and a spy.
I'm
crazy.
surprised with C. I am totally surprised with C.
yeah.
That just doesn't make sense whatsoever.
No, there's no that's crazy. That if that really happened, the whole police department should get fired.
They should.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they know where the brains came from. It's not like they need to identify the brains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
my
right,
whole
Mike,
cigar, it's burning
Okay.
beautiful.
So we did that one already.
Mm-hmm.
That was the teacher. Was not the real one. Okay,
Yeah.
next one. A, which is not a real true crime story. So we got the rules right this time. A chef secretly prepared meals with gluten to get back at his mother who had a gluten allergy.
Let me tell you.
Mike, you have a gluten allergy.
That would be taken from a guy who's got gluten allergies. That would be pure hell.
Yeah, you leave the cross. We know.
Yeah.
B, an indigenous family of 4 vanished after responding to a job offer on a notorious highway known for disappearances. C, a fitness instructor was murdered in a church by someone wandering casually in full tactical gear, captured on surveillance. Or D, a 9-year-old girl snuck out of her home during a stormy night and vanished without a trace.
I think it's B.
I'm going to say A.
Mm,
I'm going to say A.
I'm going to go with C.
A, C. Would you say, Teddy?
I think.
A seems to be the overwhelming winner right now, but
I would say B. I'm sticking with my gut. B.
all right, up. And Matt is jumping in on B, so you've got some company there. So A, B, and what'd you say, Mike?
C.
Palmer? C.
C.
A, B, and C. So D seems to be the one that's okay.
That one, unfortunately, seems like it probably happened more than once.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one?
Yeah.
D.
The 9-year-old.
D?
Yeah, you hear
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Let's
All
see.
right.
Oh.
Hey.
What?
D is the Wizard of Oz. That should be a crime. That should absolutely be a crime. It should absolutely be a crime.
I'm sure that's happened before, but I don't think it would be a very exciting true crime podcast episode.
Correct. Absolutely.
His mother got cramps and had to go to the bathroom several times.
Yeah. All right, one more.
Yes, one more.
Okay. Which is not a true crime story. A couple's kidnapping was dismissed by police as a hoax until evidence proved it was a real home invasion and abduction.
Okay.
Or B, a painter mixed victims' blood into his pigments to create living artworks that allegedly caused viewers to go mad. Or C, a wealthy couple was found strangled in their home, posed in a bizarre manner, suggesting a ritual or staging. Or D, man poured boiling water on a sleeping couple while screaming, committing a brutal crime.
These all seem reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say B. I'm going to agree with the majority of the audience right now. And
think
This
I
is the
saw-
hardest one.
I saw C on TV,
did you really?
like an SVU type show or something.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I say
Yeah.
B too because it's kind of the most extreme of all of them. I'm between the B and A.
I would say B though. I'm gonna
I'm
go with
gonna
the
go with
audience.
Yeah, I'm going to go with B because the viewers go mad thing at the end. Why would you go crazy looking at pink paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
We're
it's
all
gonna
gonna
be
be
true,
wrong.
oh my,
You're wrong.
Yeah, right. It's going to be
it's gonna be
true.
wrong. It's gonna be D. Watch this. It's gonna be D.
Ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, nice.
Hey.
We got
Got
two.
that one right.
There we go. There we go.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Figured out the rules.
Through the game, we figured out the rules.
After the third question.
Awesome.
Mike Palmer, I got a question. So
Sure.
Postania works with Nico Sueno and Roma Craft Team. How does we're going back to the boutique feel, okay? So
Okay.
how does the partnership influence consistency, innovation for the brand's boutique feel?
Say that one more time.
So how does the partnership with Roma Craft and Nico Sueno is influence the consistency, innovation, and the brand's boutique feel?
Well, as far as the partnership, they just make our cigars at their factory. I mean, there's no crossover distribution or anything like that. We both have our own booths at PCA, all that kind of stuff. I'm not in on the development or the making of the cigars, but I know Skip does have input.
Okay.
He has told them more than once, and like, well, that's a stupid idea, or like he didn't like the Connecticut. He thought it was a bad idea. But
That's a great cigar.
you had one. You know how that turned out. So after they age a little bit, he sort of ate some crow, and he's like,
Yes.
you're right. I'm sorry. This is a good cigar. He's made the SBC for us one year. He designed it. I don't know or blended it. I don't know if it was this year or the year before. I think it was the year before he blended that one. So it's more just with Skip and the people at the factory. Rosales is obviously a friend, and we trade information as you do with most other reps and stuff. Just maybe we're a little closer than say like I don't call Lauren at McAuliffe and go, hey, I'm going to this area. What shops are good? But I will call Rosales. I'll call Jack Tarano, Richie down at Espinosa. There's a bunch of us that tip each other off. Like, hey, this guy got a new credit card. He's looking to buy some stuff, or something like that. So that's really as far as the partnership goes. We do help each other out at the show. If somebody gets busy or something. Our booths do look similar as far as the design, but that's because Skip likes things to be, to be the same all the way across. So,
And your booths like cover all the post. I already forgot how to say it.
Poshik.
Poshik.
Let's see. This year in the booth is going to be Ceniza Fina and I believe Fable. Phosphoro. I don't think they're going to attend the show this year.
Oh,
I got a
That's what
Phosphor ready for my backup cigar here. This one.
nice.
They're good cigars.
Yeah.
I was telling Jeff last year, like, because he brought a bunch, obviously, and you start smoking other stuff. And I was telling him, I forgot how good these are, Jeff. I mean, so I'm gonna take these 2 bundles here when you leave, and I'm just gonna keep these because you don't want to carry them home. And he's like, exactly right. I go, okay. Because since it's in New Orleans, we drive.
Oh,
It's about an 8-9 hour drive for us, and we rent a big SUV, and then we just haul everything out there.
nice.
So so I did get to come home with some extra Ceniza Fina and some Phosphoros last year. I'm looking to do that again this year. So
Do you enjoy the PCA?
I love the PCA. The last year was the first year I was the guy. I as the national sales manager. I've been going since 2016, and I've taken pictures. One year I was like the warm-up act when Mikey did the media interviews. If he got a little backed up, I would tell jokes or talk to the other media guys and sort of keep them busy. But last year, it was me. I didn't leave the booth. I had to get permission to go to the bathroom. I'm like.
Did you like it
guys.
better than Vegas? Because I heard a lot of positive than attending to Vegas PCA.
I liked the venue where they had it better, but I didn't like outside. At Vegas, you can just about get to everything without going outside because it's so hot and everything.
Yeah, everything is inside.
Yeah, in New Orleans, you had to walk, and the sidewalks, are not level. There's drunk people everywhere. We helped this old lady that was, drunk, and we helped her back to her feet, and she was concerned because she spilled her drink, and there was that shooting down in one of the other side streets and stuff last year. So The venue I like better. The city, no.
Okay.
So
You ever get up to Chicago?
not recently. I have been there before. I used to go to the CES show all the time, and I believe that was normally in Chicago.
Yeah, that was back in my day. With I used to work for a hotel in Chicago back many moons ago, and that the CES was huge.
Yeah, it used to be huge. That was a cool show to go to.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was great because we hosted a lot of the manufacturers and stuff like that. So yeah, that was.
Gotcha.
It was a lot of fun to see that.
Do we have any? Sorry to cut you off, Mike. Do we have any Postania here in Illinois and any like lounges?
There's a couple of them there in Illinois. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I don't think there's one in Chicago. I don't believe.
Okay.
Was that your shop in the commercial?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a nice looking place. That looked nice.
Yeah, it's really
I
nice.
was
It's
impressed.
big. It's very big. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked huge.
Yeah, it changed ownership, which was nice because the new owner sort of came in and. Go ahead, Teddy. I don't want to speak for you, but I believe he's sort of focusing more on cigars than on the other stuff.
Yeah, then hookah and stuff like that. And then, going back to the conversation that we had with cigar owners having more of premium tobacco, the new owner has understand that more, and it's kind of shown. Nothing. I love the previous owner, Tony. Just Tony had his own different ideological of being with the bigger brands. So it has opened up a lot of window and also real estate inside to have more boutique feel inside the humidor.
Good deal.
Yeah. Yes.
Got another question from the
audience.
Anything in New York, New Jersey?
Yeah, I'll give you guys the names. I don't know them off the top of my head. I mean, there's 250 some odd stores, but I know there are guys in New Jersey that I called, so I just don't remember off the top of my head.
It's great that you've got that many because it's Chicago, New York. It's there's so many lounges, and you want to try to get into some of them,
right?
And you sort of walk in, and you're looking like, oh, these are the same cigars that I found at this lounge, So you're sort of looking for. Marty and I had a chance a couple years ago to be into the Rocky Mountain Cigar Fest, and we visited a couple of lounges, and it was nice to sort of see the way different lounges focus. But again, I'm back to, and this is a year that I'm really focusing more on boutique brands, but it just seemed like boutique brands were sort of pushed to the side. And as this year, the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I've been smoking more and more boutiques, and it's like going, man, the War Bear, it might be a limited release, but at the same point, it's a great cigar. And I think if people got their hands on some of these and started smoking them, you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I want to start seeking some of this stuff out. Cigar Clowns is a brand that I've smoked quite a few times, and I'm thinking it's a boutique brand, and the name is sort of weird, but at the same point, They're putting out some great cigars.
And that's why I ask you, how many you have in your core line, because it proves you right there. You need to have you don't need to have 15 to 20 sticks to have in your core line to have a good brand. There's a lot of small brands. You have 4 good sticks on the core line, and that's huge because it's a very consistent good cigar, and he has proven a lot with other brands that I don't want to name, brands of smaller boutique cigars that has proven that they have 4 or 6 in the core line, that those 6 core line, they're amazing and better than the other set of the brands that they have, say 20 regular in the core line.
Right. Yeah, there's some brands that just like to just keep cranking out cigars. I mean,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's mass-produced cigars. Wow. We have a listener from Montana. I love it.
Yeah. So Dirty Shinobi was wondering if there's anything that you can think of off your hand. If you want to get these to us, we'll make sure that our listeners know what brands we can post this on our website.
Okay.
For Postania.
Yeah.
Old Dirty, we distribute our stuff ourselves. We don't have any other distributors in the country. We used to have one in Texas, but it just doesn't work out. So currently we're concentrating on Florida right now. So that's sort of the way we're working it. we're building up, building up Florida because we're here. And then once this gets to where it needs to be, then I'll move to the next district. I don't know if that's going to be, Georgia, Alabama, or if I'm going to go up to the New England area. We'll make that decision when we get that way.
And there's a lot of online vendors that offer your cigars.
Yeah.
So Fireborn wants to know, what are the wrappers in the War Bear, if you know, and is it burning evenly? Yeah, I would say so. It's a little.
That's a Mexican San Andreas barber pole.
Even the San Andreas, like the San Andreas wrapper, just beautiful.
Yeah, mine's been.
I love it.
Well,
no touch.
Look at that. Yeah, no touch ups.
Working with Nick Asuena, we never have any construction problems.
No.
If it's bad, Skip won't let it go.
They're great. I mean, I smoked the San Andreas twice now. The War Bear I specifically saved for this show because I wanted to try it. Matt, I'm glad the Packers lost. I'll keep rubbing it in. I will keep rubbing it in that the Packers lost just because. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So, no, that's awesome.
And it's great cigar due to the fact that it still tastes like from the beginning. When a cigar tastes good from the beginning all the way to 1/3 to all the way to the knob, that's a good cigar.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very flavorful, and it paired well with my Blue Run bourbon that I had with it.
What notes are you getting, Marty?
Oh, here you go. Put him on
He's
the spot.
He's the note guy. So
He
I mean,
is.
I can tell you what it's supposed to have. Not that I ever notice it, but I can tell you what it's supposed to have.
It's got like the typical kind of San Andreas sweetness in it that I like. So there's that, and then some coffee.
Yep.
Which is like almost every cigar I could say coffee, and a little bit of cocoa in the background.
Yep. There you go. He hit it.
It's a little earthy too, just a little bit earthy that I like also.
Yeah, not like a Honduran earthy though. It's not Honduran earthy. It's lighter.
Like
than that.
yes, yeah.
I really come to, in probably the last 6 to 8 months, really come to like San Andreas. It's just been a great binder filler wrapper. It's just, it's just been great. So
there's a lot more San Andreas coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of new cigars coming out with San Andreas. It is the favored thing at the moment.
Yeah, people are struggling to get broadleaf and
right.
Finding that as a good alternative.
It's funny because I was listening to Cigar Authority this past week, and they were doing the prediction show, and it's funny how and Dave Garofalo will say this point blank. None of this is true. It's just stuff that he's sort of come up with on his own. But how many companies he's predicted to be going to the Dominican Republic, buying factories in the Dominican Republic because of the unrest in Nicaragua. So he's like, he's believing that companies are going to be bought. He's believing that companies are going to be buying, companies in Dominican Republic. Yeah, to be able to weather this storm in Nicaragua. So it's interesting. At the same point, San Andreas just seems to be on the rise with more and more companies. It just seems like we're getting companies that are throwing that more and more into their cigars, which I love. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's easier to get, and I think there's a lot of yield issues even with broadleaf.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that smaller ring gauges are coming back too, which I'm.
It is.
I don't like big ring gauge cigars.
And I had the conversation actually yesterday with some customers that didn't know, and it's true. Lancero, Petite Cigars, Robustos, you see the difference of flavors when it comes to cigars with the bigger gauges and the Toro. The flavor changes. For a Lancero, it's harder to make. It's more constructed cigar, and the flavors are different. You get more flavor with the smaller gauge cigars, in my opinion, and I think they have shown a lot.
I didn't want to put mine down, but I was going to burn my fingers. So
yeah, that's usually where I stop too. when it starts tasting hotter and gets closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Talk about the podcast. So obviously you hosting the Cigar Hustler, the podcast with Mike. Do you guys, promoting Postania through the podcast? Obviously, is it helping a lot?
It sort of happens automatically.
Okay,
Because we're associated with it. We don't do any like Postania commercials or anything like that.
Okay.
But at the end of the show, I'll say what events I'm doing or where I'm going to be, what podcast I'm going to be on. I plugged you guys for the last week.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. We don't have advertisers. We don't take advertisers of any kind because we don't want anything to ever be slanted or have anybody say, well, you guys only like that cigar because it's the picture that's behind you. So Mikey's quite adamant about that. Me and Phil, his real nickname is Boots. But anyway, me and Phil are always going, hey, send us cigars. We'll talk about them on the show all you want. Mikey goes, no, we can't do that. We're like, just send me and Boots a check. It'll be fine. Nobody'll know. Because we've been doing it for 8 years. We make a little money on our Patreon, and now we started selling swag the last year. We have our own website where we sell T-shirts and hats and lighters and that type of stuff. So we make a little bit of money, enough where we can upgrade the gear every once in a while, but we don't make any income, from it at all, unfortunately. Gotcha. But it takes up the majority of our time. I don't know why we keep doing it, other than we all really enjoy it. It's fun, and
especially every day. I mean, that's a commitment. Believe me.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
a commitment. What is it? Palmer, it's time for What's the Score?
So at the end of every episode, we play a game. We started doing it about 8 months ago called What's the Score? So I pick a cigar from Half Wheel. I pick on Mondays we do 2, and every other day we do 1, where I read who reviewed it and what the cigar is, and then I do the breakdown of the cigar from the Half Wheel review. The binder, filler, that type of stuff, how many they made, how many they smoked, how old is it, and then I pick 3 clues from the review. I usually do 2 positive and 1 negative. Now, every time we change the type of information, they vote on what they think the score is going to be at the end. So, I say the name, they pick a score. It's usually Mikey and Boots, or Mikey and whoever else is on the show. We have guests, local people come in all the time, local cigar people. And then at the end, I do the final thought, and then they give another score. Now, whoever's the closest wins, and it's just bragging rights. But Mikey gets so excited when he wins. He yells, he screams, and because he normally beats Boots just about every episode. Boots had a string last week where he did 3 or 4 days in a row. He was so excited that he was winning. But,
hey, that's a huge number if you get it right.
Yeah.
And you agree with the Half Wheel. Close. That's huge.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, we guess on what they think, what their score is. Yeah. So, and we've been told by people that there's some brands where they play it in their office. They'll play the podcast and they'll all play along as we go.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Well, we don't do a What's the Score, but we do.
You do?
We do. We do present a segment of our show called the Capone Cut, which, thanks, Matt Brugger, this sort of leads right into the Capone Cut. So, of course, what are we going to Capone Cut tonight? Of course, we're going to Capone Cut the Postania.
Postania.
Oh, yeah. It's just, butcher it.
So close.
It's, So,
we even phonetically put the word on the box. If you lift up the lid inside the box, it's phonetically spelled on the inside.
And that's what I need. Bottom. I need it phonetically.
You need a box, right?
Yes, exactly. So, why it's got attitude, the San Andreas Postania cigars isn't flashy. It doesn't need to be. The cigar walks. It doesn't need to be. This cigar walks in like a quiet operator who's been running the neighborhood long before anyone started asking questions. Wrapped in a dark, rugged Mexican San Andreas relief with Nicaraguan binder and fillers, this cigar smokes lean, heavy, into deep, earthy character. From the first draw, you get the cocoa. Nice job, Marty. Roasted coffee. Nice job, Marty. Black pepper and rich earth. There you go, Teddy. With a subtle sweetness that creeps in like the smell of fresh bread from the corner bakery in Little Italy, Chicago. There's grit in the cigar, the good kind. The kind that reminds you cigars used to be about craftsmanship and patience, not flashy and hype. Medium to full body, it slowly builds layer by layer like a backroom deal that started small but turned into something serious. It's tough, honest, and straight to the point. This is a cigar that Capone lights while leaning against a Cadillac outside a late night club on Clark Street, quiet, confident, and not worried about what's watching. What are we going to pair it with tonight? We're going to pair it with the Bourbon Cream Cold Brew. Teddy?
Ooh, nice. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, smooth coffee meets a touch of whiskey. I know you're not into the whiskey, but a little whiskey sweetness. Add a dash of cinnamon and cocoa powder. The creamy sweetness rounds out the cigar's earthy backbone while the coffee pulls forward its espresso and cocoa notes. It's smooth, balanced, and just dangerous enough to keep things interesting. What's our rating for tonight? It's the Italian beef. It's a bold, satisfying, and built for everyday enjoyment. And absolutely, I couldn't agree more. The Powstanie San Andreas delivers rich flavor without overwhelming the smoker. It's dependable flavor and the kind of cigar you keep coming back to, like a good neighborhood joint that never lets you down. Our note for the night: you don't need a fancy suit to run the city, just a good smoke and a reputation that burns slowly. And that's our Capone cut for the night.
You were so close. You almost made it.
Yeah, you almost made it. You almost had it right there.
Ugh.
Almost
By
100%.
By episode 100, I'll have this nailed.
We're gonna write it down on the calendar.
Yeah. So I guess I have a question with pricing, because I'm always about pricing. And you guys seem to keep a lot of your stuff at $15. You might be a little bit up on a couple of them, but most of your cigars are $15 and below.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are, I think, 17 or 18 is as high as we go. Other than that War Bear there you just smoked, that one's 25. But
right.
It's a bigger cigar, and and it's a limited edition. Not that many, and so that's why there's 8 in a box. So it's not it's not going to kill you.
Is that a conscious decision? Do you guys sort of talk about that? I don't know if you do, if Mike and Greg do, to sort of go.
Yeah, that's a Mike and Greg thing. Well, Mikey does all the marketing and he does the sales and stuff, and Greg is the money guy. He does the day-to-day operations of the shop. But Greg's the guy that tells Mikey, "You can't buy that. We can't make that," and Mikey does it anyway. And then Greg has to go find the money. That's the way their relationship works. So, we did take a price increase, I think 2 years ago, but we haven't taken anything for the tariffs. We're waiting to see what happens. And luckily, right before the first one hit, we had an allocation come in. So we did get a little bit of a hit with that one. But now so things are back down to 10% was, I think, the last thing that we're saying now. So we have another one coming in whenever that Sumatra gets here. So we'll take a little bit. But I usually find out things because I'll listen in to when they're talking. They don't really tell me a whole lot on normal days. And it's just because they've run it, just the two of them, for the last 15 years. They're just not used to the third person. So it's not that they keep me out. They just, they just forget to tell me things.
Yeah. So, and I like Mike asked the question. Somebody asked the question to Mike about when will you officially feel like you made it? And Mike response is, I don't think I'm ever going to feel like I made it. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because when you feel like you've made it, you sort of sit back and go, okay, we've made it. We're a big brand and we don't have to do anything more. And again, I love boutiques because they keep pushing the envelope. And what can we do now that we haven't done before? And I think that's the best thing about the cigar life or the cigar industry is that we always, as cigar nerds, there's 21 of us at one point. We want to see something different. We want to see something that we haven't seen before, whether it's a Vitola, whether it's a blend. And I think boutique brands are doing that. And again, they're forcing the legacy brands to do it. So,
right.
I love that aspect.
Yeah, the bar is set high, and that's what I like.
Right.
And then going back to that we talked about people coming in that they're always just picking up the big brands, the big, general brands and stuff like that. You're always gonna have a guy that is gonna switch his mind. There's always gonna be a cigar guy that's gonna always wants to try something new. It can always switch his mind. Yes, you're gonna have, like we talked about in the previous episodes, people that are just hard-headed. They will just want that brand. They're smoking this and that only. It's understandable, but you're always gonna have the percentage of having people coming in and always want to try something new, and I have proved it here. So
I'm a, Aganorsa is a sponsor of the show. I'm an Aganorsa whore, as I like to continue to say to everybody. But I'm more interested in what somebody else is doing. And I find it in the boutique brands. I find it in, hey, what's somebody else doing that I haven't tried before, to be able to go, okay, hey, this is a great cigar. And I feel, for me personally, it's expanded my palate to be able to go, hey, I want to see what somebody else is doing. I want to see what and I purposely steer away from the legacies to go more to the boutique brands, to go, what's going on here? What are they doing? Stallone, Cigar Clowns, some of these other brands, to be able to say, Powstanie, what are they doing, and what do I need to try? And for the people that are listening, I was completely honest with Mike at the beginning. I hadn't really smoked a Powstanie until Matt Brugger, Cigar Arborist, sent me something. And then I was like, holy cow, I need to find more of these. I need to start seeking these out, because I enjoyed the San Andreas. The War Bear I absolutely love. And so it's like, okay, what else can I find out there that Powstanie does that I want to try to smoke? So I think that's only good for us as a podcast, as us as individuals, to be able to say, what else is out there and what else can I smoke?
It's a good attitude to have.
I've tried.
I think Powstanie should have a badge at Cigar Dojo.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
We are listed. You can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works, but you can register that you smoke it. They even
Right.
have the BDP on there too, because I teased them enough to where they put it on there. But I don't know if we have a badge. And like I said, they don't really like us. So.
You missed that, Teddy. We'll fill you in at the end. All right.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
Let's jump into our cigar. Let's jump into our history today.
The time has come for us to take back our city.
Who makes all your graphics?
Marty.
Marty.
Marty. Did.
Good
Marty
job,
does.
Marty. Those are great. Those are great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. So again, Marty, I'm sorry, but the Cubs just they're quiet. So on this day in 1959, Bill Veeck, what a great guy, takes control of the Chicago White Sox. On March 10th, 1959, a court approved the sale of controlling 54% stake in the Chicago White Sox to owner Bill Veeck. This decision ended a legal dispute with the former owner, Chuck Comiskey, officially putting Veeck in charge of the team. Veeck later became known as one of the most famous and innovative owners in Chicago baseball and in baseball history. Not just Chicago, but yeah, I mean, the exploding scoreboard, I think, sort of got everybody going, wait a minute, if they can do that, what can we do?
All the events they used to do in the outfield, and
Go demolition.
Very innovative.
Yeah.
And disco demolition, and then that actually caused him to have to sell the team.
Yes, it did. Yes,
Sure.
it did. So on this day in 1995, Michael Jordan left baseball. Michael Jordan announced he was retiring from baseball after his stint with the Chicago White Sox organization. The decision came partly due to pressure related to the MLB strike situation at that time. Just weeks later, Jordan returned to basketball and famously announced, "I'm back." So we lost him in one area. We got him back in another area. And on this day in 1909, a massive religious march through Chicago's red light district. I didn't know we had a red light district.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know where
Oh,
that
wow.
is.
Yeah. 1909, evangelist Rodney Gypsy Smith led thousands of followers in a march through Chicago's Levy district. I don't know where that's even at. The Chicago's notorious red light district, about 3,000 followers, started the march. Crowds eventually grew to 20,000 marchers and 50,000 spectators. They walked through this district singing hymns and praying about brothels. So we even had brothels
Were
back.
they for them or against them?
I think they
That
were
was-
against. I think
That
they
was the
were
good
against-
years, boys.
I think they sort of pushed the brothels out and go, "Hey, we're praying against them." So that's our history for the week of or the day of March 10th. So, yeah, Teddy, they're upset, Teddy. They want to know where the news is at.
Yes, we're getting used to it. Usually when we have somebody coming in on the show, I've tried to skip them, but I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, now they want us to play.
News graphic is my favorite. So.
Yes, it is.
We
Well,
can
like-
play it, and I can read some stuff from Half Wheel if you guys want me to, but yeah. I didn't prepare it. I know. I'll bring it back next week.
We knew we were
Teddy
chock
the
full
Great.
with, we knew we were chock full with Mike. So, and Fireborn's always praying for a brothel. I'm not even sure I can take that. Well, it's 9:00 or 8:55, and Mike, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day because it's late. It's an hour later in Florida there.
It's
So,
10
it's
o'clock
10
there,
o'clock.
yeah.
10 o'clock.
yeah.
here.
So we
Tell us
appreciate.
how we can get linked in with you on all the social media sites and any announcements you want to make for pre-PCA or anything.
If you own a shop and you want to come see us at the PCA on every YouTube show now, there's going to be a link on there where you can click. It's Calendary where we're taking appointments. And if you make an appointment and show up, we're giving hats away this year. One hat per appointment. Last year we gave away sling bags. This year we're giving away a hat. You're welcome, cigar smoking arborist. He said, "Thank you, BDP." On Instagram, it is Palmer_Postania. You can also do Powstanie Cigars. Facebook, Powstanie Cigars. Mike Palmer on Facebook. Cigar Hustlers podcast. I mean, there's so many anymore. You have to be everywhere.
Everywhere. It's crazy.
Everywhere.
Are you guys on TikTok? We're not on TikTok, but I was just curious.
Our shorts from our podcast go up on TikTok. I'm on there and I do just stupid stuff, not a lot of cigar stuff. Mikey is Cigar Hustler on TikTok, and then he puts all the shorts from the podcast up there.
Beautiful.
So it's harder
Stay
not
to
to
the
find
slack.
us at this point.
Yeah,
So-
and I don't know if Chief is still with us or not, but Chief Postania, get to him, set him up. Chief and Bob the Cigar Guy, I was a big show. We got a lot of advice from those guys about launching our brand in our cigar podcast. So,
Gotcha.
But they are a great group, and he's probably in bed because he's on the East Coast as well. But
Gotcha.
So
Bob
Mike,
the
if we
Cigar-
have a
Bob
ahead,
the Cigar Guy has already made a media appointment to come talk to
there,
us. So.
there you go. So that's
Beautiful.
Chief. If that's the case, then that's Chief. So yeah, so that's awesome.
Gotcha.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're a great guy. So and we will not be at PCA this year. Hopefully next year.
Gotcha.
In 2027, we will make our debut. We're still just trying to get our legs situated, and
I got you. I understand. It's
yeah.
quite the undertaking to go as a show. It's hard to do. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It's
a lot of work.
It is,
No,
and you've got to sort of have everything figured out. I watch Chief and talk and see all of the work that he puts in to get media stuff, and I'm thinking, holy cow!
Right.
It takes a lot of work.
It's a lot of time.
to be able to
A
do
lot
it.
of time.
Exactly. So.
So Mike, if in the future, I'm 100% bringing Postania at Ultimate. Are you gonna be, if we're doing a cigar event? Are you willing to come in Illinois and then join us
for
here,
his trip.
Ultimate?
Pay for his trip. He'll
Yeah,
come.
I mean, there's a buy that's required because of the travel expenses and stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, not a problem at all.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh. I mean, can we
no.
wait till it gets a little warmer? That would be nice, maybe. Just,
No, it'll be towards this summer. Don't you worry. It won't
I
be
hear
right
there's
now.
tornadoes and stuff up there right now. I really don't.
It
wanna,
is. It is.
I've got the fun size one who's sending me messages going, "It's heading our way. Are you almost done?" What's going to happen is you're going to see me blow away. Just think of our ratings.
Wow.
I know exactly. That's what I always tell them. Like, look, guys, because I'm older than the other two guys on the show. Go, look, if I die on the air, you guys will be famous.
Oh, absolutely.
Except they don't know how to run the equipment. Is what they go. But we can't set up the equipment though. I don't know what to tell you
That's
guys.
funny.
Again, if I die on camera, you guys are golden. You know,
We're gonna get some good views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You guys
You'll
can
go
make
viral.
Yeah, you can make that a short. Watch, Mike's gonna leave.
We did a couple weeks ago. I found a story. I'm sorry. I know we're trying to end, but I found a story on that Gravity on like March 17th. Gravity was going to go off for 7.3 seconds or something like that, and we covered the story on the show. And like the first 2 to 3 seconds, you start floating, and then you get so high that when it comes back on, you slam to the ground. So we did that story. So the clip has gone viral on Instagram. We have over 2 million views.
Wow.
People are saying that those hosts are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. Or it'll be the opposite where they're going to go, oh, my God, I'm going to die. I don't know what to do. But, yeah, that's our first and only video that has gone viral, and it's just happened.
Well, it's
Conspiracy
like
theorists out there.
Right. Yeah, they love that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Well, Marty, close us out for another show.
Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Yeah, many thanks, Palmer, for joining us.
Certainly. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
And we successfully dodged the tornadoes so far. And until next week, put some smoke in the air.
Good night.